Let's begin our journey into the world of orange cats, those marmalade-colored companions who have captured hearts for centuries. Imagine a quiet afternoon, sunlight streaming through a window, and there, stretched out in that golden patch of warmth, lies an orange cat. There's something magical about these ginger-furred friends, and tonight, we'll discover their secrets together. The first thing you should know is that orange cats are never truly just orange. Look closely at any ginger cat and you'll notice something remarkable. Every single one of them wears a pattern. Stripes, swirls, spots, or a combination of all three. You see, the gene that creates that beautiful orange color cannot exist without also creating tabby markings. It's as if nature decided that orange cats should always wear their wild ancestry proudly, like a tiger's coat softened into domestic splendor. And here's something even more intriguing about these sunset-colored felines. When you look at the population of orange cats around the world, you'll discover an unusual truth. About 80% of orange cats are male. This isn't coincidence or preference. It's written into their very DNA. The orange color gene lives on the X chromosome. And because male cats have only one X chromosome, they need just one copy of this gene to be orange. Female cats with their two X chromosomes need the orange gene on both to achieve that marmalade coat. This is why orange girl cats are so much rarer, making each one something of a genetic treasure. Now, if you've ever noticed that orange cats seem to have a particular look in their eyes, you're not imagining things. Many orange cats have golden, amber, or copper-colored eyes that seem to glow like warm honey in the light. While not every orange cat has these colors, and some may have green or other shades, that golden gaze is wonderfully common among them, as if the sunset in their fur has spilled into their eyes as well. Let's talk about their stripes for a moment. Those tabby markings we mentioned earlier come in distinct patterns, each with its own name and character. Some orange cats wear what's called a mackerel pattern, with narrow stripes running parallel down their sides like the bones of a fish. Others have the classic or blotched pattern, with wider, swirling markings that create bullseye patterns on their sides. Still others have a spotted pattern, where the stripes break up into spots, or a ticked pattern where each individual hair is striped. But regardless of the pattern, look closely at any orange cat's forehead, and you'll often see an M marking, that distinctive tabby trademark that legend says came from the Prophet Muhammad, who blessed a cat that had saved him from a snake. Here's something that might surprise you about these ginger companions. Orange cats, as a group, tend to be larger than cats of other colors. Tomcats especially can grow quite substantial, with many orange males becoming big, solid cats with broad faces and sturdy builds. This isn't true for every orange cat, of course, but the tendency is real enough that if you visit a shelter, the orange cats often stand out not just for their color, but for their impressive size. Now, let's consider their personalities, because this is where orange cats truly become legendary. While every cat is an individual, and personality varies more by upbringing and experience than by color, there's something that orange cat lovers will tell you again and again. Orange cats often seem to have a reputation for being particularly friendly, outgoing, and food motivated. Cat behaviorists and shelter workers frequently note that orange cats tend to be more social, more likely to greet strangers, and more interested in whatever food you might be enjoying. Whether this is coincidence, whether people treat orange cats differently because of expectations, or whether there's some subtle genetic link between coat color and temperament remains a charming mystery. Speaking of food, orange cats have earned quite the reputation as enthusiastic eaters. Search online for stories about orange cats and food, and you'll find endless tales of ginger cats who act as though they've never been fed in their lives, who beg shamelessly at dinner time, who steal food from plates and counters with impressive dedication. Again, not every orange cat is obsessed with food, but enough of them share this trait that it's become part of orange cat folklore. And finally, for this first part of our journey, let's think about the names we've given these cats throughout the world. In different languages and cultures, orange cats are called by different names. The British often call them ginger cats or marmalade cats, evoking breakfast preserves and spice. In some places, they're called red cats, even though they're clearly orange. The term orange tabby is common in North America, though as we've learned, all orange cats are tabbies. These names carry warmth in their very sound, much like the cats themselves. So now you know these first secrets of orange cats. They always wear patterns. They're usually boys. They often have golden eyes. Their stripes come in varieties. They tend to grow large. They're known for friendly personalities. They love their food. And they've earned endearing names around the world. Let's continue our gentle exploration into the world of these marmalade companions. As we settle deeper into our story of orange cats, let's wander back through time, because these ginger companions have walked alongside humans for much longer than you might imagine. Orange cats appear in some of the earliest records of domestic cats. When we look at ancient Egyptian art and artifacts, we occasionally see depictions of cats with reddish or orange tones, though it's difficult to know for certain how common they were. What we do know is that the orange color gene is old, very old, carried forward through countless generations of cats as they spread from the Middle East through trade routes and human migration, eventually reaching every corner of the world. Here's something wonderful about the science of orange cat fur. That beautiful ginger color comes from a pigment called pheomelanin, the same pigment that creates red hair in humans and golden coats in dogs. It's why orange cats are sometimes called red cats, because genetically speaking, they're producing the same type of color as a red-headed person or an Irish setter. This warm pigment replaces the darker eumelanin that would otherwise create black or brown fur, transforming these cats into living sunset. Now, if you've ever looked closely at an orange cat's fur, you might have noticed something else. Many orange cats have a lighter, almost white undercoat, with their orange color most vibrant on the tips of their fur. This creates a beautiful depth to their coat, especially when they're sitting in sunlight. The light seems to glow through them, catching on those orange tips while the paler undercoat softens the overall effect. It's part of what makes them so mesmerizing to watch as they move. Let's talk about famous orange cats, because these ginger friends have captured our imaginations in stories and on screens. Perhaps the most famous orange cat in the world is Garfield, that lasagna-loving, Monday-hating comic strip cat created by Jim Davis in 1978. Garfield is an orange tabby with black stripes, and he embodies many of the stereotypes about orange cats. Food-obsessed, lazy, and unapologetically himself. The character has appeared in comics, television shows, and movies for decades, making him arguably the most recognizable cat in popular culture. But Garfield isn't alone in the pantheon of famous orange cats. There's Morris, the orange tabby who became the face of 9 Lives cat food and was known as the world's most finicky cat. Morris first appeared in commercials in 1969 and became so beloved that when the original Morris passed away, he was replaced by look-alike orange cats who continued the role. The character still exists today, and the real cats who played Morris were all rescued from shelters, bringing attention to cat adoption. In literature and film, orange cats appear again and again. There's Crookshanks, Hermione's intelligent and suspicious orange cat in the Harry Potter series, who turned out to be part Kneazle and quite perceptive about which people could be trusted. There's Orangey, a marmalade cat actor who appeared in the classic film Breakfast at Tiffany's with Audrey Hepburn and in other productions. Orangey was known for being difficult to work with, which only adds to his legend. Here's something about orange cats that connects to their wild cousins. While domestic orange cats are creating their ginger magic through genetics, out in the wild, big cats also come in orange. Tigers, of course, are the most famous orange big cats, with their distinctive black stripes on orange for creating one of nature's most striking patterns. Lions, especially males, can have reddish-orange manes. This parallel reminds us that our domestic orange tabbies carry a visual echo of their larger, wilder relatives, even as they nap peacefully on our couches. Now, let's consider something about orange cat genetics that makes them even more fascinating. Remember how we learned that the orange gene is on the X chromosome? This creates an interesting situation with female cats. When a female cat has one orange gene and one non-orange gene, she becomes what's called a calico or tortoiseshell cat with patches of orange and other colors. This is why calico and tortoiseshell cats are almost always female, and why they're the sisters in a genetic sense of orange cats. They're carrying that same orange gene, but expressing it differently. Here's something practical that orange cat owners often notice. Those ginger coats can show dirt more easily than darker colored cats, but they also hide something else remarkably well. Orange cats' coats are excellent at camouflaging them in certain environments. In autumn leaves in golden fields, in afternoon sunlight streaming across a floor, orange cats can seem to disappear, their coats blending perfectly with warm, golden surroundings. It's as if they were designed to be the cats of autumn, of harvest time, of golden hour. And finally, there's something tender about how orange cats age. As orange cats grow older, especially the males, their faces often develop a fuller, rounder appearance. Their cheeks may develop what's called a tomcat jowl, giving them a distinguished, almost leonine appearance. Their orange coats may fade slightly, becoming paler and softer in color, though no less beautiful. Some orange cats develop white hairs mixed into their ginger fur as they age, creating a peachy, faded sunset effect that's somehow even more endearing than their bright youth. So now you've journeyed further into the world of orange cats. You know about their ancient origins, their pheomelanin pigment, their glowing undercoats, their famous representatives in culture, their connection to wild orange big cats, their relationship to calico and tortoiseshell cats, their camouflage abilities, and the graceful way they age. Rest now, and let's continue our gentle story. As our story deepens, let's explore some of the more subtle and surprising truths about orange cats, the little details that make them endlessly fascinating. Here's something you might not know. Orange cats can come in different shades of orange. While we tend to think of orange cats as a single color, the reality is more nuanced and beautiful. Some orange cats are a deep, rich red-orange, almost copper-colored. Others are pale cream or light apricot. Still others fall somewhere in between, a classic marmalade tone. These variations depend on other genes that modify the intensity of that base orange color, creating a spectrum from cream to deep red. Each orange cat is unique in their exact shade, like different moments of a sunset captured in fur. Now, let's talk about whiskers. Orange cats, like all cats, have whiskers that are vitally important sensory tools. But here's the charming detail. Many orange cats have white or cream-colored whiskers that stand out beautifully against their orange faces. Some have orange or darker whiskers that blend in more subtly. These whiskers aren't just decorative, of course. They help cats navigate in the dark, judge whether spaces are wide enough to fit through, and sense changes in air currents. But those white whiskers catching the light on an orange cat's face create a particularly striking look. Here's something about the genetics that create orange cats that shows just how intricate nature can be. The gene for orange color can sometimes interact with other genes in unexpected ways. For instance, an orange cat with the dilute gene will be cream-colored instead of orange. A cat with both orange and white spotting genes will be orange and white, sometimes called a creamsicle cat when the orange is pale. These genetic combinations mean that the world of orange cats is more diverse than it might first appear, with each cat carrying their own unique genetic recipe. Let's consider something about orange cats and their sense of smell. All cats have an extraordinary sense of smell, with about 200 million scent receptors compared to a human's 5 million. Orange cats are no exception to this feline superpower. This means your orange cat is experiencing the world through scent in ways we can barely imagine. That treat you're hiding? They've already detected it. The spot where another cat sat 3 days ago? They know. This incredible sense of smell is part of what makes them such effective hunters, even if the only thing they're hunting is that toy mouse under the couch. Here's a delightful fact about orange cats in different cultures and folklore. In some traditions, orange or ginger cats are considered lucky. In Japan, where the famous Maneki Niko, or beckoning cat, is often depicted in various colors, orange versions are associated with bringing in good relationships and harmony. Some Scottish folklore suggests that having a strange orange cat arrive at your home is a sign of good fortune. Whether these beliefs hold any truth or not, they speak to the warm feelings that orange cats have inspired across cultures and centuries. Now, let's talk about grooming habits. Orange cats, with their often medium to long fur, can be quite dedicated to grooming themselves. Watching an orange cat groom is watching a meditation in motion. The careful attention to each paw, the rhythmic washing of the face, the way they contort to reach every spot on their back. Their pink tongues, covered in tiny backward-facing hooks called papillae, work through their orange fur, distributing oils and removing loose hairs. Some orange cats are particularly fastidious groomers, keeping their coats immaculate. Others are more relaxed about their appearance, especially older males who may develop a slightly more rumpled look. Here's something about the socialization of orange cats. While all kittens need proper socialization during their critical development period, orange kittens who are well socialized tend to grow into those famously friendly orange cats we hear about. The window for socialization is roughly between 2 and 7 weeks of age. Kittens who are gently handled by humans, exposed to various sounds and experiences, and treated with kindness during this period tend to become confident, friendly adult cats. This may be part of why orange cats have such a reputation for friendliness. Perhaps people have historically been drawn to socializing these striking, eye-catching kittens. Let's think about orange cats and play behavior. Many orange cats retain a kitten-like playfulness well into adulthood. They may never quite outgrow chasing feather toys, attacking shoelaces, or launching surprise attacks on their humans' feet under blankets. This playful nature is part of their charm, though it can occasionally be challenging when your adult orange cat decides that 3 a.m. is the perfect time for a vigorous play session. This playfulness keeps them mentally stimulated and physically active, contributing to their overall health and happiness. Here's something tender about orange cats and their sleeping habits. Cats sleep an average of 12 to 16 hours a day, and orange cats are no exception to this feline love of rest. But beyond the amount of sleep, it's where and how they sleep that tells us about their trust. An orange cat who sleeps on their back, belly exposed, is showing ultimate trust in their environment. An orange cat who chooses to sleep touching you, whether curled against your legs or draped across your lap, is showing their affection and sense of security with you. These sleeping arrangements are a silent language of love. And here's something about orange cats that connects to the very beginning of our story. Their wild tabby markings serve a purpose beyond beauty. In the wild, these stripes and patterns would help a cat blend into tall grasses, dappled shadows, and complex natural environments. Even though domestic orange cats may never need this camouflage for hunting or hiding from predators, they carry these ancient patterns forward generation after generation. It's a reminder that every domestic cat, no matter how pampered, is only a few generations removed from their wild ancestry, still carrying the tools of survival in their very appearance. And so we've learned more still. Orange cats come in many shades. Their whiskers add to their beauty. Their genetics are wonderfully complex. Their sense of smell is extraordinary. They're considered lucky in various cultures. They have distinctive grooming habits. Socialization shapes their friendliness. They're often playful throughout life. Their sleeping positions reveal trust, and their tabby patterns connect them to the wild. Rest easy now, as we prepare to discover more about these golden companions. Let's venture deeper still into the world of orange cats, where science and observation blend into understanding. Here's something fascinating about how orange cats see the world. Like all cats, orange cats have exceptional night vision, able to see in light levels 6 times lower than what humans need. Their eyes have a special reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which is why cats' eyes seem to glow in the dark when light hits them. In orange cats, when you shine a light and see those eyes gleaming back at you, you're witnessing an ancient adaptation that allowed their ancestors to hunt at dawn and dusk. Those golden or amber eyes of an orange cat, glowing in dim light, are like small lanterns of the animal kingdom. Now, let's talk about something that orange cat owners often notice: their cat's hunting instincts. Even well-fed domestic orange cats will often display hunting behaviors. They'll stalk, pounce, and catch toys with the same serious intensity their wild ancestors used on actual prey. Some orange cats bring their humans presents of toys, or occasionally unfortunate insects or small creatures if they have outdoor access. This isn't cruelty, it's instinct, and some researchers believe that cats may be trying to teach their humans to hunt, the way mother cats teach their kittens. It's oddly endearing, this mixture of domesticity and wild instinct. Here's something about the life expectancy of orange cats that's worth knowing. Indoor orange cats, like all indoor cats, typically live longer than outdoor cats. With proper care, nutrition, and regular veterinary visits, an indoor orange cat can live anywhere from 12 to 20 years, with some living even longer. The oldest recorded cat lived to 38 years old, though that's exceptional. What matters is that your orange companion, given love and care, will likely be with you for many years, aging gracefully from energetic kitten to dignified senior. Let's consider the purr of an orange cat. All cats purr, including orange ones, and it's one of the most soothing sounds in nature. Purring occurs at a frequency between 25 and 150 hertz, and remarkably, studies have shown that these frequencies can promote healing and reduce stress not just in the cat, but in humans who hear it. So when your orange cat curls up on your chest and purrs, they're not just showing contentment, they're actually providing a form of therapy. The vibrations of that purr can lower your blood pressure and ease anxiety. It's a gift they give, perhaps without even knowing it. Here's something about orange cats and their territorial behavior. While cats in general are territorial creatures, the level of territoriality can vary. Neutered male orange cats tend to be less aggressively territorial than intact males, which is one of many reasons why neutering is recommended. However, all cats, including orange ones, have a sense of their territory and may mark it with scent glands located on their cheeks, paws, and the base of their tail. When your orange cat rubs their face against your hand or furniture, they're marking their territory, claiming you and your home as part of their domain. It's a subtle declaration. This is mine and I am yours. Now, let's talk about the intelligence of orange cats. All cats are intelligent creatures, capable of problem solving, learning, and even manipulating their humans to get what they want. Orange cats are no exception. They can learn to open doors, figure out puzzle feeders, and even learn tricks if motivated by the right rewards, often food, given their reputation. Some orange cats have learned to ring bells when they want attention, to turn on faucets when they want water, or to fetch like dogs. Their intelligence, combined with their often food-motivated nature, makes them quite trainable, though whether they choose to cooperate is another matter entirely. Here's something about orange cats and their vocal range. Cats can make over 100 different sounds, compared to dogs' approximately 10. Orange cats use this wide vocabulary to communicate everything from "I'm hungry" to "pay attention to me" to "there's a bird outside and I'm frustrated I can't reach it." Some orange cats develop specific meows for specific humans in their household, adjusting their communication style based on who responds best to which sound. It's a sophisticated form of communication, showing just how attuned these cats are to their human companions. Let's think about orange cats and water. While the stereotype is that cats hate water, the reality is more nuanced. Some orange cats are quite fascinated by water. They may pat at their water bowl, play with dripping faucets, or even join their humans in the bathroom to investigate the shower. A few orange cats will even tolerate or enjoy baths, though this is relatively rare. This interest in water may stem from a natural curiosity or from early positive experiences with water. Each orange cat has their own relationship with water, just as they have their own personality in every other way. Here's something touching about the bond between orange cats and their humans. Studies have shown that cats form genuine attachments to their owners, similar to the bonds formed by dogs or human children with their caregivers. When separated from their preferred human and then reunited, cats show signs of secure attachment, seeking closeness, and displaying reduced stress. Orange cats, with their often outgoing and affectionate nature, may display this attachment particularly openly. They may follow you from room to room, greet you enthusiastically when you come home, or show signs of missing you when you're away. This bond is real, deep, and mutual. And finally, for this segment, let's consider something about the personality development of orange cats over their lifetime. Kittens are universally energetic and curious, but as orange cats mature, their personalities continue to develop and shift. A rambunctious orange kitten may mellow into a calm, affectionate adult. A shy young orange cat may gain confidence and become more outgoing. Senior orange cats often become more set in their routines and preferences, but many also become more affectionate and cuddly as they age. Watching an orange cat's personality unfold over the years is like reading a favorite book slowly, discovering new depths with each chapter. So now we know more still. Orange cats have remarkable night vision. They display hunting instincts even as house pets. They can live well into their late teens with proper care. Their purring has healing properties. They mark their territory, including you. They're intelligent and trainable. They have a vast vocal range. They have individual relationships with water. They form genuine attachments to their humans, and their personalities develop throughout their lives. Let us continue softly into more stories of these sunset-colored souls. As we travel further into the heart of what makes orange cats special, let's explore the everyday magic they bring into our lives. Here's something wonderful about the way orange cats move. Cats are digitigrade walkers, meaning they walk on their toes rather than on the soles of their feet like humans do. This gives them their characteristic graceful, silent movement. Orange cats, particularly the larger males, sometimes have a distinctive swagger to their walk, a confident stride that's been affectionately compared to the walk of a small lion. Watch an orange cat walk across a room, tail held high, and you're witnessing a creature that knows exactly who they are and where they belong. Now, let's talk about something called slow blinking that orange cats do. When a cat looks at you and slowly closes their eyes, then opens them again, this is actually a sign of trust and affection. It's sometimes called a cat kiss. Orange cats who feel comfortable with you will often engage in this slow blinking, and you can slow blink back at them to return the affection. It's a silent conversation, a way of saying, I trust you, I'm comfortable with you, without any words at all. Scientists who study cat behavior have confirmed that cats are more likely to approach humans who slow blink at them, making it a genuine form of communication. Here's something about the claws of orange cats. Like all cats, they have retractable claws, an evolutionary feature that keeps their claws sharp for when they need them while allowing them to move silently when hunting. Orange cats typically have 5 claws on their front paws and 4 on their back paws. These claws grow continuously like human fingernails, which is why cats need to scratch. When your orange cat scratches a scratching post, they're not being destructive. They're maintaining their claws, marking their territory with scent glands in their paws, and stretching their muscles. It's essential behavior that should be redirected to appropriate surfaces, not punished. Let's consider something about orange cats and their daily routines. Cats are creatures of habit, and orange cats are no exception. They often develop very specific daily routines. Waking at the same time, expecting meals at specific hours, having particular nap schedules, and even having preferred times for play. This love of routine is actually a sign of their intelligence and memory. An orange cat who meows at you at 6 a.m. every morning isn't being annoying. They're following the routine they've established and expect you to follow it too. This predictability gives them a sense of security and control over their environment. Here's something about the flexibility of orange cats. Cats are famously flexible, able to squeeze through surprisingly small spaces and twist their bodies in remarkable ways. This is partly due to their free-floating clavicle bones, which aren't attached to other bones, allowing their shoulders to move independently. Orange cats, despite sometimes being larger and stockier than other cats, retain this remarkable flexibility. They can rotate their ears 180 degrees to pinpoint sounds, turn their head nearly 180 degrees to look behind them, and rotate their spine in ways that would be impossible for most other mammals. This flexibility is part of what makes them such effective hunters and climbers. Now, let's talk about something called making biscuits or kneading. Orange cats, like all cats, often knead with their paws, pushing in and out against soft surfaces like blankets, your lap, or even their own bed. This behavior originates in kittenhood, when kittens knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow while nursing. Adult cats continue this behavior when they're feeling content and relaxed. When your orange cat needs you, they're essentially reverting to that kitten state of pure contentment. Some cats purr while kneading, creating a double expression of happiness. It's one of the most endearing behaviors cats display, even if their claws can be a bit pokey. Here's something about orange cats and their sense of taste. Cats have far fewer taste buds than humans, about 470 compared to our 9,000. More significantly, cats cannot taste sweetness at all. They lack the taste receptor for sweet flavors, which makes them unique among mammals. This is why orange cats, despite their legendary love of food, are interested in savory, meaty flavors rather than sweet treats. Their wild ancestors were obligate carnivores, eating only meat, and domestic cats, including orange ones, retain this carnivorous taste preference. That orange cat begging at your dinner table is hoping for your chicken, not your cake. Let's think about orange cats and their whiskers in more detail. We mentioned whiskers earlier, but there's more to know. Cats have whiskers not just on their face, but above their eyes and on the backs of their front legs as well. These whiskers are so sensitive that they can detect even tiny changes in air currents, helping cats navigate in complete darkness. The whiskers on an orange cat's face are typically about as wide as their body, helping them judge whether they can fit through narrow spaces. Cats should never have their whiskers trimmed, as this would disorient them significantly. Those whiskers are sophisticated sensory equipment, far more important than they might appear. Here's something about orange cats and their body language. Cats communicate volumes through their posture and movements. An orange cat with a tail held high in a question mark shape is feeling confident and friendly. A tail tucked under the body signals fear or submission. Ears forward mean interest and attention. Ears flattened back signal fear or aggression. An arched back with fluff fur is the classic Halloween cat pose, meant to make the cat look larger and more threatening. Learning to read your orange cat's body language is like learning a new language, and once you understand it, you can communicate with your cat much more effectively. And here's something beautiful about orange cats as they settle into their homes. Orange cats, particularly those adopted from shelters or rescue situations, often seem to understand that they've been given a second chance. While we can't know exactly what they think or feel, many adopters report that their orange rescue cats display exceptional affection and loyalty, as if they're grateful for their home. These cats often bond deeply with their adoptive families, becoming devoted companions. Whether this is truly gratitude or simply the natural bonding that occurs when a cat's needs are met and they feel safe, the result is the same: a loving relationship between human and cat that enriches both lives. And so we've learned more. Orange cats have a distinctive walk. They communicate through slow blinking. Their retractable claws serve multiple purposes. They're creatures of routine. They possess remarkable flexibility. They need when content. They cannot taste sweetness. Their whiskers are sophisticated sensors. Their body language reveals their emotions, and rescue orange cats often form especially deep bonds with their families. Breathe slowly now, and let's continue our journey through the world of these marmalade companions. As we drift into the seventh part of our journey, let's explore more of the subtle wonders that make orange cats such remarkable creatures. Here's something about the way orange cats drink water. Unlike dogs who lap water by curling their tongues backward, cats use a much more elegant technique. They barely touch the surface of the water with the tip of their tongue, creating a column of liquid that they then snap their jaws shut around before gravity can pull it back down. High-speed cameras have revealed that cats do this 4 times per second, drinking with remarkable precision and efficiency. Watch an orange cat drink, and you're witnessing physics in action, a perfectly evolved mechanism for staying hydrated without getting their whiskers too wet. Now, let's talk about something called the Jacobson's organ, or the vomeronasal organ, that orange cats possess. You may have seen your cat make a strange face, mouth slightly open, lips curled back, looking almost like they're grimacing or smiling. This is called the Flamen response, and it happens when cats are using their Jacobson's organ located on the roof of their mouth to analyze scents more deeply. Orange cats use this when they encounter particularly interesting smells, especially pheromones from other cats. It's like a superpowered sense of smell, allowing them to gather information about their environment that we humans can barely imagine. Here's something about orange cats and their relationship with catnip. About 50 to 70% of cats respond to catnip, which contains a compound called nepetalactone that triggers a euphoric response in susceptible cats. Orange cats, like all cats, may or may not respond to catnip. It's determined by heredity, not coat color. Kittens under 3 months old and senior cats are less likely to respond. If your orange cat does respond to catnip, you'll see them roll, flip, rub, and generally act like a silly, blissful kitten. The effect lasts about 10 to 15 minutes, after which the cat becomes temporarily immune for about 30 minutes. It's completely safe and harmless, simply providing temporary entertainment and enrichment. Let's consider something about the temperature preferences of orange cats. Cats generally prefer warmer temperatures than humans, with their thermoneutral zone being between 86 and 97 degrees Fahrenheit. This is why your orange cat seeks out the warmest spots in your home: sunny windowsills, the top of the refrigerator, your laptop keyboard, or your lap. They're not being inconvenient when they lie on your computer. They're seeking the warmth they prefer. Some researchers suggest that this preference for warmth is a legacy from their desert-dwelling ancestors who evolved in warm climates. Your orange cat's love of warmth is written into their very DNA. Here's something about the memory of orange cats. Cats have excellent memories, particularly when it comes to things that matter to their survival and comfort. An orange cat can remember the layout of their home in detail, recall where they've hidden toys, and remember people they haven't seen in years. Their spatial memory is especially impressive. Cats can remember intricate paths and locations. This is why moving to a new home can be stressful for cats. They've memorized their entire territory, and suddenly it's all changed. Short-term memory in cats lasts about 16 hours, much longer than dogs' 5 minutes, which means your orange cat definitely remembers that you promised them treats before you got distracted. Now, let's talk about something called bunting or head butting. When your orange cat bumps their head against you, they're not just being affectionate, though they are that too. Cats have scent glands on their heads, cheeks, and chins, and when they headbutt you, they're marking you with their scent, claiming you as part of their family group. It's a behavior cats use with other cats they're bonded to, and when they do it to you, it's a high compliment. Your orange cat is essentially saying, "You're mine, you're family, you belong to me." It's one of the sweetest forms of cat affection. Here's something about orange cats and their hearing. Cats can hear frequencies up to 64,000 hertz, compared to humans' 20,000 hertz and dogs' 45,000 hertz. This means your orange cat can hear sounds that are completely inaudible to you. Those times when your cat seems to be staring at nothing, or suddenly runs from one room to another for no apparent reason, they may be hearing something you cannot. This extraordinary hearing evolved to help cats detect the high-pitched sounds made by rodents and other small prey. Your orange cat's ears, with their 32 muscles controlling their movement, are constantly working, swiveling independently to pinpoint sounds. Let's think about orange cats and boxes. The famous cat love of boxes is real and observable, and orange cats are certainly not exempt from this phenomenon. Cats feel secure in enclosed spaces where they can hide and observe without being seen. Boxes provide this perfectly. They're also excellent for ambushing, even if just in play, and they help cats regulate their body temperature as the enclosed space traps warmth. Some studies have shown that shelter cats with access to boxes adjust to their new environment faster and show less stress than those without boxes. If your orange cat loves boxes, they're following millions of years of evolutionary programming that says small enclosed space equals safety. Here's something about the socialization between orange cats and other pets. While introducing any pets requires patience and proper technique, orange cats' often easygoing nature can make them good candidates for multi-pet households. Some orange cats get along wonderfully with dogs, especially if introduced properly when young. The key is ensuring both animals have escape routes, their own spaces, and are introduced gradually. Some of the most touching interspecies friendships involve orange cats cuddling with dogs, grooming them, and treating them like oversized, oddly shaped cats. These friendships show the adaptability and social capacity of cats when they feel safe. And here's something about orange cats and play that's important to understand. Cats engage in 3 types of play: social play with other cats, object play with toys, and locomotor play, which involves running and jumping. Orange cats, especially as kittens and young adults, need all 3 types. Play isn't just entertainment for cats. It's how they practice hunting skills, maintain physical fitness, and relieve stress. An orange cat who suddenly starts playing roughly or acting out may simply need more structured playtime. Interactive play with toys like feather wands can satisfy hunting instincts and strengthen the bond between cat and human. Just 10 to 15 minutes of play twice a day can make a significant difference in a cat's behavior and well-being. So we continue to learn. Orange cats have an elegant drinking technique. They use the Jacobson's organ to analyze scents. About half respond to catnip. They prefer warmer temperatures than humans. They have excellent memories. Head bunting is a scent marking behavior. Their hearing far exceeds ours. They love boxes for security and warmth. They can form friendships with other species. And they need regular play for their physical and mental health. Let us drift on peacefully through more tales of these copper-colored companions. As we near the later hours of our journey together, let's discover more intimate truths about orange cats and the lives they share with us. Here's something about the way orange cats communicate through their tails. A cat's tail is an extraordinary communication device, and orange cats use theirs expressively. A tail held straight up with a slight curve at the tip is the feline equivalent of a friendly wave, a greeting that says, "Hello, I'm happy to see you." A tail that's puffed up like a bottle brush signals fear or aggression, making the cat appear larger. A tail that's swishing rapidly back and forth indicates irritation or intense focus, perhaps while watching prey. A tail wrapped around another cat or around your leg is a gesture of affection and companionship. Learning to read your orange cat's tail is like learning to read their mood ring, constantly signaling their emotional state. Now, let's talk about something called zoom eyes, or what's officially known as frenetic random activity periods, or FRAPs. Orange cats, like all cats, sometimes suddenly race through the house at top speed. usually in the evening, for no apparent reason. This is completely normal behavior. It's often a way for cats to burn off excess energy, especially if they've been sleeping most of the day. Some experts believe it's also an expression of joy or a way to relieve stress. When your orange cat suddenly tears through the house at 9 p.m., bouncing off furniture and skidding around corners, they're not possessed. They're just being a cat. These episodes usually last just a few minutes before the cat returns to calm composure as if nothing happened. Here's something about orange cats and their grooming of humans. When your orange cat licks you, they're doing several things at once. They're grooming you the way they would groom another cat in their family group, showing affection and reinforcing social bonds. They're also depositing their scent on you, marking you as part of their territory. And sometimes they're simply enjoying the taste of salt on your skin. A cat's tongue is covered in those tiny backward-facing barbs called papillae, which is why it feels so rough. While being licked by a cat might not be the most comfortable sensation, it's actually a gesture of love and acceptance. Your orange cat is treating you like family. Let's consider something about the sleeping positions orange cats choose. We mentioned that belly-up sleeping shows trust, but there are other positions too. A cat curled into a tight ball with their tail wrapped around them is conserving heat and protecting vulnerable areas. A cat sleeping in a loaf position with paws tucked under their body is resting but remaining alert. A cat sprawled out on their side or back is completely relaxed, comfortable with the temperature, and feeling safe. Orange cats, with their often confident personalities, frequently sleep in these more vulnerable positions, showing their comfort in their environment. The position your orange cat chooses tells you how they're feeling in that moment. Here's something about the whisker fatigue that orange cats can experience. Cats' whiskers are so sensitive that they can actually become overstimulated from repeatedly touching the sides of food or water bowls. This is called whisker fatigue or whisker stress. If your orange cat seems to prefer eating food from the center of the bowl or acts oddly around food despite being hungry, it might be whisker fatigue. The solution is simple. Use shallow, wide bowls that don't touch the whiskers. It's a small thing that can make a significant difference to your cat's comfort during meals. Now, let's talk about the territorial range of orange cats. Indoor cats have a much smaller territory than outdoor cats, but they still have one. An indoor orange cat considers your entire home their territory, though they may have favorite spots where they spend most of their time. Outdoor or indoor-outdoor cats have much larger territories, with males typically ranging over about 150 acres and females about 40 acres, though this varies widely. Orange cats, particularly unneutered males, may try to establish and defend even larger territories. This is one of many reasons why keeping cats indoors or in secure outdoor enclosures is recommended. It keeps them safer and reduces territorial stress. Here's something about orange cats and their relationship with their names. Studies have shown that cats do recognize their names and can distinguish their names from other words. However, Whether they choose to respond is another matter entirely. Your orange cat knows their name perfectly well. They simply may not always feel like acknowledging you when you call. This selective hearing is not rudeness, it's cats being cats. They're not pack animals like dogs, so they don't have the same social imperative to respond to calls. That said, many orange cats, true to their friendly reputation, do come when called, especially if they've learned that coming when called often results in something pleasant like food or play. Let's think about something called middening, a behavior where cats leave their feces uncovered. While most cats instinctively bury their waste, some cats, particularly dominant or confident cats, will occasionally leave feces uncovered as a territorial marking. If your orange cat occasionally doesn't bury their waste in the litter box, it's usually not a litter box problem. It's a communication. They're essentially leaving a message for other cats, or even for you, declaring their presence and status. In multi-cat households, the most confident cat often middens while more submissive cats carefully bury everything. Here's something about orange cats and their need for vertical space. Cats are three-dimensional thinkers. They don't just navigate the floor, they utilize vertical space. Orange cats enjoy high perches where they can survey their territory and feel safe. Cat trees, shelves, or window perches satisfy this need. Being up high is comforting to cats because it's a position of advantage. They can see everything while being out of reach of potential threats. If your orange cat consistently jumps on top of the refrigerator or bookshelf, they're not misbehaving. They're satisfying an instinctual need for height. Providing appropriate vertical spaces can enrich your cat's environment significantly. And here's something about orange cats as they transition from kittens to adults. Kittens grow rapidly, reaching about 75% of their adult size by 6 months old. Orange male kittens, which often grow into larger cats, may continue filling out until they're 3 or 4 years old. During this growth phase, kittens need more calories per pound of body weight than adult cats. Watching an orange kitten grow is watching a transformation from a tiny, squeaky, clumsy creature into a confident, graceful adult cat. The personality that emerges during this time will be refined and shaped by experiences, but the essential nature of the cat is often visible even in kittenhood. That bold orange kitten will likely become a confident orange adult. That cuddly kitten will probably remain affectionate throughout life. And so we've learned still more. Orange cats communicate volumes with their tails. They experience normal zoom eyes. They groom humans as a sign of affection. Their sleeping positions reveal their comfort level. They can experience whisker fatigue. They have territorial ranges even indoors. They recognize their names but may ignore them. Some leave waist uncovered as territorial marking. They need vertical space for their well-being. And they grow from kittens to adults in a fascinating transformation. Rest gently now as we approach the final chapters of our orange cat story. As we near the end of our journey, let's explore some of the final wonders of orange cats. Those details that complete the picture of these remarkable beings. Here's something about the way orange cats use their eyes to communicate beyond just slow blinking. Dilated pupils in good lighting can indicate excitement, fear, or playfulness. Constricted pupils might signal aggression or focus, especially if accompanied by other body language. Half-closed eyes suggest contentment and relaxation. Direct, unblinking stares between cats are considered threatening, which is why cats often look away from each other to show they're not challenging. When your orange cat looks at you with soft, slightly squinted eyes, they're showing affection and trust. They're saying without words that you're safe, your family, your home. Now, let's talk about something called the primordial pouch that many orange cats develop. This is a flap of loose skin and fat that hangs down from the belly, and it's completely normal. Not all cats have prominent pouches, but many do, particularly as they mature. This pouch serves several purposes. It protects vital organs during fights, allows for greater extension when running and jumping, and provides a place to store extra nutrition. In orange cats, especially larger males, this pouch can be quite noticeable. It's not a sign of being overweight. It's simply part of their natural anatomy, a legacy from their wild ancestors who needed every advantage for survival. Here's something about the scent world of orange cats beyond just their sense of smell. Cats live in a world of scents we can barely imagine. They mark their territory with multiple types of scent glands. Facial glands used for friendly marking, paw glands activated during scratching, and anal glands that leave scent with their feces. Orange cats are constantly reading and writing scent messages in their environment. When they rub against corners, furniture, and you, they're creating a scent map of their territory, an olfactory landscape that tells them and other cats who has been where and when. Your home smells like a complex story to your orange cat. Let's consider something about orange cats and their hunting technique. Even cats who've never had to hunt for food retain perfect hunting instincts. The typical cat hunting sequence involves stalking, pouncing, catching, and delivering a bite to the prey's neck. Orange cats, whether they're hunting actual prey or toy mice, follow this same sequence. They'll often chatter or chirp when they see prey they can't reach, like birds outside a window. This chattering might be frustration, or it might be a practice of the rapid killing bite they'd use on prey. Watching an orange cat hunt, even in play, is watching millions of years of evolution expressed in graceful, efficient movement. Here's something about the lifespan and aging of orange cats worth understanding deeply. As orange cats enter their senior years, usually around age 11 or 12, their needs begin to change. They may sleep even more than before, become less playful, and develop age-related health issues like kidney disease, arthritis, or dental problems. Senior orange cats deserve special care. Softer food if they have dental issues, easier access to litter boxes and favorite spots if they have arthritis, and regular veterinary checkups. Many senior cats also become more affectionate, as if they've finally decided that human companionship is worth the attention. The senior years can be some of the most rewarding for cat owners, filled with gentle affection and deepened bonds. Now, let's talk about the breathing patterns of orange cats. A resting cat typically breathes 20 to 30 times per minute. Cats breathe much faster than humans, and they normally breathe only through their nose unless they're panting from stress or heat. If you watch an orange cat sleeping, you'll see their sides gently rise and fall in a peaceful rhythm. Some cats snore softly when deeply asleep, and this is usually nothing to worry about, though loud or labored breathing should always be checked by a vet. That quiet breathing of a sleeping orange cat is one of the most peaceful sounds, a reminder of life's simple, essential rhythms. Here's something about orange cats and their reaction to changes in routine or environment. Cats are particularly sensitive to change, and this includes orange cats despite their often adaptable nature. Moving furniture, bringing in new pets, having house guests, or even changing your work schedule can stress a cat. Orange cats might respond to stress by hiding, over-grooming, changes in appetite, or changes in litter box habits. The key to helping cats through changes is maintaining as much routine as possible, providing safe spaces they can retreat to, and giving them time to adjust. Most orange cats, with patience and understanding, adapt to changes eventually, especially if their core needs for food, water, safety, and affection continue to be met. Let's think about something called allogrooming, which is when cats groom each other. In multi-cat households with orange cats, you might see them licking other cats, particularly around the head and neck, areas cats have trouble reaching themselves. This behavior strengthens social bonds and creates a group scent. If your orange cat grooms you, especially your hair, they're treating you like a fellow cat, incorporating you into their family group. It's a sign that they consider you not just a food provider or shelter, but a genuine companion, a member of their social circle. Here's something about the way orange cats learn through observation. Cats learn by watching other cats, and even by watching humans. An orange cat can learn to open doors by watching you do it. Learn to be afraid of something by seeing another cat react fearfully to it, or learn that a sound means food is coming. This observational learning is sophisticated and shows the intelligence and adaptability of cats. If you want to teach your orange cat something, sometimes the best method is simply to demonstrate it repeatedly while they watch. They may surprise you by figuring it out on their own terms, in their own time. And here's something beautiful about the twilight years of orange cats. Some orange cats live into their late teens or even early 20s, and these elderly cats have a special quality about them. They've become wise in their own way, settled into who they are completely. An elderly orange cat knows exactly what they like and don't like, has established their routines perfectly, and often shows a depth of trust and affection that comes only with years of living together. They move more slowly, sleep more deeply, and seem to savor their comfortable moments with a contentment that younger cats haven't yet learned. Caring for an elderly orange cat is a privilege, a final chapter in a story you've written together, a chance to give back some of the comfort and joy they've provided over the years. So we've discovered more still. Orange cats communicate with their eyes in subtle ways. The primordial pouch is normal anatomy. They live in a rich world of scents. Their hunting instincts are perfectly preserved. Senior cats need special care and often become more affectionate. Their breathing patterns are faster than ours. They're sensitive to changes but adaptable. Allogrooming strengthens social bonds. They learn through observation. and their twilight years hold a special beauty and wisdom. Just a few more moments now as we complete our journey through the world of orange cats. As we arrive at the final part of our journey, let's gather the last precious truths about orange cats, completing our story of these sunset-colored souls. Here's something about the way orange cats dream. Yes, cats dream, and studies have shown that they likely dream about their daily activities. When you see your orange cat sleeping with their paws twitching, whiskers moving, or making small sounds, they're in REM sleep, the stage where dreaming occurs. They might be dreaming of chasing that toy, climbing their cat tree, or perhaps reliving the moment you gave them treats. These dreams are part of how their brains process experiences and memories. Watch an orange cat dream, and you're witnessing the private theater of their mind, playing out scenes you can only imagine. Now let's talk about something called the cat's collarbone, or rather, the lack thereof. Unlike humans and most mammals, cats have only a small, free-floating clavicle that isn't attached to other bones. This unique skeletal feature is part of what allows orange cats to fit through any space their head can fit through. Their shoulders can compress and move independently, making them liquid-like in their ability to pour themselves through narrow openings. This is why people joke that cats are liquid. Anatomically, they're remarkably close to it. Your orange cat squeezing through that impossibly small gap isn't magic. It's evolutionary engineering. Here's something about orange cats and their dental health. Cats have 30 adult teeth, including those impressive canines that are remnants of their predatory heritage. Orange cats, like all cats, can develop dental issues such as gingivitis, tooth resorption, and tartar buildup. Many cats show signs of dental disease by age 3 if their teeth aren't cared for. Dental health affects overall health, as bacteria from dental disease can spread to other organs. While brushing a cat's teeth might seem impossible, many orange cats can be trained to tolerate it, especially if started young. Dental treats, toys, and regular veterinary dental checkups help keep that orange cat smile healthy. Let's consider something about the unique personality paradox of orange cats. Throughout our journey, we've mentioned that orange cats are often friendly, outgoing, and food motivated. Yet we've also acknowledged that every cat is an individual. Here's the beautiful truth. Orange cats are both. The tendencies are real enough to be observable, but they don't define any individual cat. You might meet a shy, reserved orange cat who's nothing like the stereotype, and that cat is just as authentically an orange cat as the most outgoing one. The joy of getting to know an orange cat is discovering who they are as an individual, beyond and within the gentle stereotypes that surround them. Here's something about orange cats in the modern internet age. Orange cats have become viral sensations online, with countless social media accounts dedicated to them. From Garfield's modern descendants to everyday orange cats doing ordinary things in extraordinary ways, these ginger cats capture hearts across the digital world. There's something about their warm color, combined with their often expressive faces, and reported personalities that makes them particularly photogenic and shareable. In a way, orange cats are ambassadors for all cats, bringing joy to millions and perhaps encouraging more cat adoptions. The internet, it seems, has a special place in its heart for orange cats. Now, let's talk about the simple pleasure orange cats take in food and why their legendary appetite shouldn't be indulged too much. While that food-motivated nature makes orange cats easier to train with treats, it also means owners need to be mindful about weight management. Obesity in cats can lead to diabetes, joint problems, and shortened lifespans. An orange cat's love of food means they need humans who will love them enough to maintain healthy portions, provide plenty of play and exercise, and resist those pleading eyes at dinner time. It's an act of love to keep your orange cat at a healthy weight, even when they insist they're starving. Here's something about the way orange cats fit into the complex history of human-cat relationships. Cats domesticated themselves roughly 10,000 years ago, choosing to live near human settlements where rodents attracted by stored grain provided easy hunting. Orange cats, with their friendly tendencies, may have been among those cats who found it easiest to live alongside humans. Throughout history, cats have been worshipped as gods, persecuted as demons, valued as pest control, and loved as companions. Orange cats have lived through all these chapters, adapting, surviving, and ultimately thriving as beloved members of human families. Every orange cat today carries this remarkable history in their genes. Let's think about something important: the responsibility of caring for an orange cat or any cat. These remarkable creatures depend entirely on us for their well-being. They need not just food and water, but mental stimulation, medical care, safe environments, and affection. Adopting an orange cat is a commitment that may last 15 to 20 years through moves, life changes, and various challenges. But for those who make this commitment, the rewards are immeasurable. The steady presence of an orange cat through life's ups and downs, their unconditional acceptance, their small acts of affection, and the simple comfort of their company create a bond that enriches human life in ways that are difficult to quantify but impossible to deny. Here's something about the future of orange cats. As long as humans and cats continue their ancient partnership, orange cats will be part of that story. The gene that creates their beautiful coloring will continue passing through generations, creating new orange kittens who will grow into their own unique personalities. Some will be bold, some shy, some talkative, some quiet, but all will carry that warm ginger coat that has captivated humans for millennia. The future holds countless orange cats who will chase sunbeams, demand treats, offer headbutts, and curl up in laps, continuing the endless story of orange cats and the people who love them. And finally, here's the simplest and most important truth about orange cats. They are exactly what they need to be. Whether they match the stereotypes or defy them, whether they're famous internet cats or quiet home companions, whether they're silly or dignified, every orange cat is complete and perfect as themselves. They ask nothing of us except care, safety, and perhaps a few too many treats. In return, they offer companionship, comfort, and countless small moments of joy. An orange cat sleeping in sunlight, playing with a toy, purring on your lap, or simply existing in your space is a reminder of life's simple pleasures. They teach us to appreciate warmth, to value rest, to play without self-consciousness, and to love without conditions. And so our journey through 100 facts about orange cats comes to its gentle end. From their genetics to their personalities, from their ancient history to their modern internet fame, from the scientific to the simple everyday magic of their presence, we've explored what makes orange cats so special. But perhaps the most important thing we've learned is this. Orange cats, like all cats, are not just pets or possessions. They are beings with their own needs, desires, personalities, and dignity. They are companions on life's journey, teachers of patience and presence, providers of comfort and joy. If you have an orange cat sleeping near you now, you are blessed. If you're dreaming of an orange cat you'll meet someday, that future holds something wonderful. And if you're remembering an orange cat who once shared your life, hold those memories gently. They were lucky to have you, as you were to have them. Rest now in the golden glow of these orange cat stories and let yourself drift into peaceful dreams.